and all of that. Then he came back and he was like, yeah, the government is behind it. So yeah, Cham said she believes him. So it's not really out of place. But El Zazaki is only so I mean, kind of like at the crossroad with other Sufi Wahhabism, kind of like Islam. El Zazaki is Shiite, I feel like than Shia, okay, and their own uh, funding comes from Iran. Do you still believe him? Eh? No, that one is not Saudi. Saudi money is for that one is for the caliphate. Shiite money is Iranian money, and there are quite few of them that get funding from Iran. Yeah, from the Ayatollah of Iran. But that's what they sold to us. Like those are bad. Do you get me now? Like, yeah, they're like bad, but others are good. And that was why the people that attacked and killed his followers in Zaria, they told us that if they didn't do that, that El Zazaki is capable of building an army that will be bigger and worse than Boko Haram. That's what they told us. And that was 10 years ago. Oh my God, 10 years ago. Wow, 2015. That was when Buratai, the butcher, took up Buratai, opened fire on them, and it was like 3 days killings. 3 days. And at the end of the day, held fire, Kaduna Little Finger, provided the site where they buried most of them in mass grave. Yeah. Wow, that was 10 years ago. So they said because he had connection to Iran, and therefore he is a threat. So they needed to neutralize him, all because his followers were allegedly to have blocked the road that the chief of staff was passing. And he came down, addressed them, right? And he left, only for him to send the soldiers, battalions of soldiers, to go back to that place. Even when those people, harmless young people, children, ran into churches, ran into different open places, and all that to run to safety, they were doing what they call the sweep out. Okay, after killing those they could kill and shoot inside, right? They went on to start picking people out, executing them. Even this Zazaki was brutalized that it was unknown. Go and Google Zazaki, and you will see this totally like almost mangled face man, old man, drenched in blood, and he was on a wheelbarrow. His picture was taken by the soldiers to publish it on social media that they've captured the head of a sect that is about to become dangerous. So yeah, in all of that, he believed himself that it is all politically sponsored, it's all politics. And therefore, whatever they want you to see is what you're going to see. And it is Nigeria. Like what the Wiki will say, the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. Wiki.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
Back to Nigeria, especially their National Assembly. Also today, right? They seemed not just like they woke up to the shock of their police orderlies being withdrawn by Tifnumbu. Okay, some of them are also like just realizing that way to like to fly from Lagos to Abuja could actually cost as much as 450,000 naira. Abba, 1 hour flight, I've been a 50 minutes flight. Here you get people have been complaining about this for a while. Since the insecurity in Nigeria got to this stage, right? A lot of people have abandoned the road. Well, some people have abandoned the road travel. So they would rather just fly from one place to another. Like, right now, that's what people do, right? But slowly and steadily, like slowly and slowly, the cost of airfare have skyrocketed in a way that people barely talk about it. So this guy started talking about it today. And it's quite hilarious, by the way. The first person.
Airline and finding it very difficult to travel from one destination to the other.
Take your seat.
Mr. President, can you believe it that from Abuja to Lagos ranges from 400 to 650,000, and then from here to Enugu is about 500,000. Even from here to Ilorin is about 450,000. When we noticed all this, the committee, we decided to even investigate further, and we now find out that cut across, people cannot afford to travel. And looking at the festive period that is coming up now, Mr. President, it is important we wave in to help Nigerians because of this festive period that is coming, that people want to move from one place to the other, particularly since our road is becoming a bit difficult to travel on. Mr. President, we decided to interact with the airline owners. They also have one or two things, but we've not called them formally. Maybe after the Senate has decided, we can now invite them to know why the price is so high like this, and then we can now insist that go and bring down your price, because we don't want a situation that by the time from 20th, 21st, 22nd, they will now be saying traveling from here to Enugu will be 1 million naira. That's the prayer. So, to invite them, yeah. Okay. Maybe. Mr. President, the prayer is just that we need to invite the stakeholders, particularly the airline owners and our agency, for us to interact, because like one of my colleagues said, 150,000 is what he paid for here to Enugu. But yesterday when he was buying his ticket, he paid 500,000. Yesterday, my own experience, I was with Cyril at the airport yesterday. When he got his flight for 560,000 from Lagos to Abuja, at that time I was just laughing because mine was about 400. So, Mr. President, we need to take a very immediate decision before the festive period so that Nigerians will be able to have easy Xmas and be happy, and it will make.
So, key solution. We must take a step. What step? You are going to subsidize air travel, or what? But it's actually crazy though. Maybe traffic. For people to be paying up to $300, about $300, to fly from Lagos to Abuja. I don't understand the economic behind that too. But what are they going to do? Here is the former governor of Kebbi, who is now has been a lifetime senator, by the way, after retiring as a governor. Kebbi Alero, his name is Alero, right? On the same matter.
Senator Abdul Fattah Buhari. Mr. President, in supporting this motion, I want to say that the AirFare, as announced by the airlines and as stated by Senator Buhari, is, to say the least, outrageous and unaffordable as far as Nigerian people are concerned. An airfare from here to Lagos costing above 500,000 naira is too exorbitant. Just one way, not even round trip, is too exorbitant. As you rightly said, when the synopsis of the motion was given, that the minimum wage for Nigerians is 70,000 naira. It means a civil servant will have to save 5 months' salary or even 6 months' salary before he could afford one-way ticket to Lagos. And in going to Kebbi myself, I have to spend close to about 700,000 naira. Mr. President, this is unaffordable. And there has not been corresponding increase in aviation fuel. There has not been corresponding increase in the airport charges from either fan NCAA or Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. So we need to summon all the stakeholders and question them on why this hike is announced. And not only that, Mr. President, we need to halt this increase in order to save Nigerians from exploitation. Mr. President, it is normal for airlines at the end of the year to increase fares, but not as it is announced today. Increase of 10 to 15% is understandable, but not increase of over 200%. So if we do that, honestly speaking, Mr. President, we are allowing exploitation of Nigerians. I therefore move that we should invite the NCAA, the FAN, the airline operators of Nigeria, and other stakeholders to discuss this matter exhaustively. But in the interim, they should suspend this price hike. I so move.
He has no job.
It's all talks. I mean, on the one hand, they will tell you that they are running a free market economy. Then another one, they are running a welfareist or pretentious, sort of like a socialist system. Sure, you get, you think they care. So what are they going to do? He made some valid points though, right? When he said, there is no corresponding increase in aviation fuel. Do you understand? So that one makes sense. But for festive period, where price increases, right, it shouldn't be that exorbitant. About now, from here to London, from Glasgow to London, even in this festive period, you will still see a return of, let me see, £150, £160, and that's quite even like there. You know what I mean? Like it's still expensive, but not that of Nigeria. Like to be paying £200, £250, £300 just to fly from Enugu to Lagos, Enugu to Abuja, or Enugu to all these places. So it's unbelievable, you say, yeah? Anyway, the underlying, the real underlying factor to all of this is that the insecurity in Nigeria, okay, has crippled road travel. So those who are traveling by road are those who had no other option. So they will take the risk, they'll still be on the road, okay, and just hope that they get home safe. As for those who have to go and fly another day, it's pretty much in the minority, you say. So the underlying factor, insecurity. If they can improve on security, sure you get. Everybody can put out of these their expensive SUVs that Nigeria continue to buy for them every 2 years. I am talking about the last one they got, even when they are telling you to manage austerity on that Tifnumbu, remember? Cost you 57 billion naira. Yeah, that's how much their vehicles cost just 2 years ago. So they could put all of that on the road if the security is guaranteed. And if Nigerians are not safe on the road, why should the lawmakers be flying? Anyway, because they are lawmakers. We know why. At the lower chamber, those ones are having different conversation. No? Their own conversation was on the unremitted. Some said 11 trillion, and that said 16 trillion, and that said 21 trillion. But anyway, they said there's some unremitted unmatched revenue, something unremitted, 16 trillion naira by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And you know that if Tinubu and his gang have been doctoring the whole book all this while, you know, pushing false data that they are even like praising themselves. When you call them and say, but all these things are not like really reflecting on the everyday people. They say, oh, no, they will still see it later. Now, later. Do you get me now? So the lower chamber, I don't know, like as usual, I think they were stopping some of them who wanted the probe to be concluded enough that they will invite the central bank where Kadobi Oduduwa Emefiole is the headmaster. Sure you get? And I think others were like, no, we shouldn't. Before we know it, Baba, it nearly turned to a fight. I actually wish they fought.
Order, please.
Why? Does anything not call a police?
Honorable colleagues, we are more than that. We cannot resolve issues among ourselves democratically. We have to resolve into shouting and insulting each other. We are more than that. Honorable Mark, Honorable Kabiru, this is very unparliamentary.
Distinguished colleagues, I am Dr. Gali Mustafa Tijani. I represent Alabasuga Ajin Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I am comrade, as mentioned by the Speaker, and I'm from Kano State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, looking at this subject matter is all important, and we have a lot of things to handle in this Parliament currently. I think, Mr. Speaker, for us to call the CBN governor to invite him to listen to such matter, an ad hoc committee should be set up purposely to focus on this subject. Then they should report to the House where necessary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
People's Speaker, the Utumbawan, Right Honorable Mark Eset is my name, speaking for the good people of Uyo, Uran, Nsaratai, and Ibesiposita and Federal Constituency. The Speaker, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second this well thought out amendment as proposed by my colleague. I so second.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporumpium and amounting to sadomasochisms.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
This is just the start. So that didn't really go well. But did you hear the second to the last speaker who said the House is dealing with a lot right now, and this issue of inviting the central bank governor to come and answer a question about 16 trillion naira, about 16 trillion naira unremitted. Now waiting cost wahala bidato. And they said, did that guy from Kano with that red cap? You heard him. He said, we cannot. Instead of that, let's just set up a committee. Let's set a committee to look into it and report back to us. Trivialized it. 16 trillion. If Numbu and his gang told you that they met their revenue target since August. Remember when he said that? August. He said he's met his revenue target. That ordinarily would have pushed what they call the budget performance. Budget performance meaning all the critical part of the budget gets funding enough that you will see a lot of things going on, people getting paid, contractors being paid, and on like that, in their 2025 budget. But the funniest thing is that Nigeria is currently operating, oh, God damn it. According to them, they are still doctoring the